Ladies and gentlemen, it is May, which means that summer is right around the corner, which for us ladies can only mean one thing. Less sweatpants, less jeans, more shorts, more shaving. Well, today I have something that just might change the hair removal game for you like it did for me. If this sounds like something that interests you, stay tuned and I'll tell you more. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video that is not like most of the videos on my channel, but you guys know that I have been wanting to branch out and touch on some more lifestyle type products and situations and content. So this is one of the ways that I can actually do that. I want to tell you guys today about something that I got my hands on, that I am so excited that I got my hands on. I can't wait to tell you, so I'm not going to wait anymore. I got my hands on an IPL hair removal system. Now this is really exciting to me for several reasons. One, I hate shaving, but I also hate having hair and stubble and all that stuff. So for me, shaving is one of those things that I have to do. And I don't know about you, I don't know what the norm is for shaving, but for me it is very time consuming just because it involves balance, it involves hands, it involves coordination, and you guys know with my CMT and my nerve disorder, it's a little bit harder for me. Like, I can be in the shower for a long time depending on how much hair I want to remove from my body, and it's obnoxious. So for quite some time I've been hemming and hawing about laser hair removal, and to be honest, the only reason I haven't gone through with it is because it is expensive and it is a process, but it is something that in my life I've wanted to do for so long, not even just like on my legs, but specifically on like my underarms and the bikini area. Yes, if you're a gentleman, we're gonna be going there, so if that's not something you're comfortable with, you can just click out of this video right now, okay? So when I got an email from Body Co saying they wanted to send me their product to try, I about lost my mind. And I'm not exaggerating, because I've wanted to get my hands on some sort of hair removal system that wasn't shaving for so long, and now I have my hands on it, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. So this, my friends, is the Body Co IPL hair removal system. I have been using it now. I think I've used it 6 or 7 times thus far, and I'm here to tell you about my experience. I'm here to tell you what it does, and if it's something that interests you, I might even have a little discount for you at the end of this video. So this is an IPL hair removal system, and IPL stands for Intense Pulsed Light, which is exactly what this is. Right here is the part you stick on your skin and you get an intense blast of light. And it is supposed to affect the hair follicles to help prevent and reduce hair growth. It is 100% safe to use. It's really easy to use, which, as you guys know, is super important to me. And I was a little bit wary, of course, because it's something I have to push a button repetitively. Might not work for my really weak fingers, but alas, do you hear the click? I'm clicking the button. I'm clicking the button. It's super easy, so easy I can do it with one hand, which sounds ridiculous, but for me that's actually a thing. That's actually a big deal. The fact that I can sit here and click this button all day long is wonderful news. It means for you guys it's even easier to use. First, let's talk about how it works. This bad boy has intensity levels 1 through 5, and it is all gauged by the little light meter right here. It has different intensity settings, which means, ladies, that if you want to go ahead and Brazilian yourself out, you can do that. Which sounds a little bit scary, I promise you, I've done it. It's not scary. TMI, maybe, but it's just that kind of video, so you're gonna have to deal with it. The way to use this is you shave whatever parts of your body you want to use the IPL on, and then once you clean them, dry them, shave them so it's nice and smooth, that is when you go and you start doing little bit by little bit all across the shaven parts of your body. I have been using this on my legs, on my underarms, and yes, on my bikini area. A common question is, does it hurt? And now I'm going to give you my answer, but I'm going to give you a big old disclaimer before I give you that answer. I have a nerve disease, so I have a higher pain tolerance than most people. But my answer is no, it doesn't hurt. The only spot, as you can guess, that things were a little bit shocking was in the bikini area, and that was because I did what you're not necessarily supposed to do, but I got ballsy and I used the highest intensity on everywhere. And because of that, a couple of times it was a little bit shocking, but it wasn't unbearable. It just kind of is like a snap with a rubber band type of feeling, and that's only in certain situations. Generally, I barely feel the heat. But again, nerve disorder. But I've been using it on the highest intensity. It's been really easy to use, and it has been mostly painless to use. Sometimes you do feel the heat. In certain places you might feel a snap or a little bit of pain. And I have also noticed that I personally do not have any after effects of like feeling like I've burned my skin or done anything like that. I feel none of that. It's all fine once it's all done. How much time does it take? It depends on how quick you are. Quite frankly, the first time I did it I did every area that I intended to shave. I did the whole thing, and it took me a while for two reasons. One, I was learning how to use the thing. I did all of my legs, front and back. I did my underarms, I did my bikini area. So for me, I timed it out in terms of episodes of Friends, which was about 1.5 to 2 episodes of Friends while I was busy doing this in my bedroom. The areas that I have been focusing on more intently though have been my underarms and my bikini area, which has gotten probably 3 more treatments than my legs because my legs are so time consuming. So when I decide to do my whole body, yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but so does going and getting it done professionally, right? So pop on your favorite Netflix show and have at it. The other thing that was a reason that it took me a while sometimes is I found that when I went to do my whole body, legs, bikini, and underarms, sometimes this thing would overheat. And it does have an awesome sensor. Like, it's not like something horrifying happens to it. All of the lights will start to blink saying, hey, I've been working too hard, you need to let me cool down for a few minutes. So there have been a couple instances where I've had to stop what I was doing, let it rest and cool back down before I could go back and finish the rest of my body. When that happens, I typically have gotten through my underarms, my bikini area, and both of my lower half of my legs, so I just have to do my thighs, and that's what ends up overheating it. How I do it with my body is just a little bit beyond the time limit. It's not a specific time limit, but for whatever reason, the way I do it, it overheats, so I have to wait and come back to it later. Not a big deal. I have no problems when I'm doing just my underarms and my bikini area together. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, of course, the most important question, does this thing actually work? And I am here to tell you that while I still have hair, full disclosure, my hair is still growing back. This is something that can take up to 12 uses for you to get more permanent results, and it's not necessarily permanent, but what it will do is it will lessen the hair growth, slow the hair growth, minimize the number of times that you have to shave, but it's probably something you should maintain. Not every time you shave or whatever, but if you're only shaving once or twice a month, why not run this bad boy over at the days that you do shave just to maintain the slowed and stunted hair growth? So while I'm not experiencing no hair, what I have noticed in the areas that have been really counting for me lately, which has been the bikini area and the underarms, that's what I've been focusing on. What I have noticed is that the hair growth, after, what did I say, 6 or 7 uses, my hair growth is in fact slowing down, and the hairs in the bikini area are getting thinner. Yeah, big deal. Slowed hair growth and thinner hair growth in the places that your hair is the coarsest is a huge deal. And I'm only about halfway to the recommended number of treatments before you start really seeing results. Some people see results in as little as 1 use. I was not one of those people. But the bottom line is this is actually working. I noticed it in my underarms too. I'm like, do I have to shave today? And I'm like, no, actually it feels like I could go another day or 2. And I'm somebody who will, during the summer, shave my armpits every single day. So again, this is huge. I'm really looking forward to being into the 12 weeks and into a maintenance mode by the time summer and shorts season actually rolls around. I've been wanting something like this for, I'm not even joking, like 3 or 4 years. It has been a major item on my wish list, and I just haven't figured out how to justify spending money on it yet. And actually, guys, this one is not as expensive as the stuff I was looking into. It's actually half the price of the at-home system I was considering, and it's a lot cheaper than going and getting laser hair removal done professionally. Now, I wanted to make sure I showed you how this worked. So it comes with a little plug that you plug right into the wall, and then you just hook it in the back. And then you will see, I don't know if you can see, the green light is blinking. And you click that button however many times you want the intensity to go. See how the light's moving? So I knocked it up to 4 out of 5 because I'm doing it on a place that doesn't actually have hair. And then you just set the thing down, the red light will blink, and you go boop, and that was it. That was a treatment. And then you move on to the next section and go boop. So like I said, this thing is super easy to use, not really painful, and it actually has been starting to stunt my hair growth, which is amazing. Shorts and swimsuit season is not going to be quite as high maintenance for me this summer, and it is all thanks to my Body Co IPL hair removal system. How long does it last? This thing can go for like 30,000 plus light pulses, which according to the website means it could go for like 10 years, which is an awesome investment. If you're gonna keep up with this, you know it's gonna last you a good long time before the light wears out. There is a safety sensor on here, so the light will not pulse unless it is up against your skin. If I had it plugged in and was just clicking the button, the light would not go off. So it's not like your kids or someone can get a hold of it and start blinding people with it, and the light is bright. If you have any other questions, they have a very extensive FAQ page over on their website. If you're looking for that FAQ page, more information or how to buy, head over to their website, which will be linked down below. And I promised you guys a discount, so here it is. If you use the code Brianna40, you will get $40 off of your purchase, which is so generous. So thank you, Body Co, for giving me the opportunity to share that with my followers. Now I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever used a system like this, because like I said, I'm still a newbie. I'm only 7 rounds in. I would love to hear from somebody who has used something like this long term. Did it work? Do you love the results? Do you have any words of advice? Give us all the details down below. I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by today and listening to my video that's a little bit out of what I normally do, but definitely something I want to be doing more. Thanks again to Body Co for sponsoring this video and sending your product over for me to use. I have wanted something like this for so very long, so you have legitimately made one of my dreams come true. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Take care, and I will see you in my next video.